Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and if you are new, I am so glad you stopped by, and if you're returning, as always, you know, I appreciate each and every one of you, so thanks for coming back. Do you see this lovely little journal cover in front of me? Well, this isn't what we're going to do today. However, I've been procrastinating for the longest time today, and I just decided we're just going to do this. So, we're going to set this aside. We will be using it later. But here's what I've had in my stash for probably a couple of years. I don't even know. There are 3 signatures. These are like traveler's notebook style or size. So a traveler's, where's my, oh, hang on. I need to get my, I was making ruffles earlier and I was using my ruler and I need it. These are about 7.5 by 4.25. Well, I did these just, I don't even know. I have no idea why I did these. I don't know. But anyway, I threw them together with a bunch of just random papers that I had. And I just took these pretty sturdy, fairly sturdy rubber bands. And I put them around it. And then I put a piece of lace around them. And that's where I left them. I'm sure I had a plan for them a couple of years ago. I don't know what said plan was. But they've sat there in my finished pile for a very long time. These are some of my digitals that I did. And they used to be on Etsy. I don't have them on Etsy anymore. But I will probably eventually put them on the Maker's Market and Ko-fi. But all that aside, and that to be said, what I want to do is figure out how I can make this into one journal, and I am going to just use this cover as it is and then wrap it around like so, you know, and that might be still a little bit wet because I just finished this up, and kind of have it be a free-floating little cover. If I would have been thinking, I would have taken and made like a tuck for each one of these, like a book cover, but I didn't. So I think I can do this. I've put journals pages together like this, so I'm fairly certain it will work, but let's just say this is not, don't expect this to be perfect because I'm not really sure what I'm doing. So what I have is, I have some of this upholstery fabric. I don't really like this particular one, but I don't think it really matters. Because here's what I thought we would do. To attach these to one another, we're just going to use the method that is gluing part of it to this page and part of it to this page. And then that will be, gosh, these are kind of wide, aren't they? Now, I could do pockets, but I want this to be really secure, so we're not going to do that. So essentially, I'm just going to fold this in half like that. I'm going to glue this to this, to this, this to this, and then that will be hinged. And if we don't like it, which I don't, then we'll just figure, but it was laying there and it's heavy, and then we'll do the same one to this one. Then the next thing is deciding how we're going to make all of this fit together. So I just thought I would just show you kind of a, I guess it's a no-sew journal, really. And by the way, I won't be selling this one. This is just, I'm just doing this to say I finished it and to get it off of my to-do pile. You know what I mean? Do you ever have those things? So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn this. Okay, let's not complicate it with more stuff than we need. So I guess I want this to be on the inside. And I'm just going to press that down. Really good. I'm not sure. Well, actually, they're not looking too bad, my nails. Underneath my nails, I was doing some staining of some things. And I had gray stain under my nails and I could not get it off. I took an old toothbrush and like scrubbed at them forever. So I think I've been successful in getting most of it off, but Jiminy Christmas, that was a mess. And I wore gloves, but you know, you're dealing with stain, it's messy, and thin glove, you know, thin rubber gloves, and yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, now I'm just gonna lay this, maybe. Darn it. Let's just do it this way. Let's do it that way and then fold it. I don't know about this. I think it'd be okay. Let's just hold it down there for a minute. Where is it? Some of this glue is seeping through this, so hopefully I can get it, keep it from. Like I said, I don't really love this fabric at all, but I could cover it with something else when I decorate it. If I ever decide to decorate it, we will see. So now we're going to do the same thing on this side. Let's see. And I'm not really measuring. But you can do this with your pages, with papers, like if you want to hinge single-sided pieces together, you can do that. It works just fine. This, I just have never tried it with a whole signature. I mean, this is such a rebel, such a risk taker. Ugh. And I'm going a little above and beyond on the amount of glue that I'm putting on here, but I want to make sure that it's going to stick. Have you guys ever tried this? If you have, leave a comment. Or if you have another idea that would have worked better to put these all together, I would love to hear it. Because I sat here and I looked at it and I procrastinated and I was like, maybe I'll go live and do this. And I'm like, nah, I'm not in the mood to do that today. My Mondays are always kind of a little melancholy because the kids all go back to school. Dave goes back. He's, you know, he travels and he's working. And so I'm like, lonely. All right. Now, make sure this is right side up. I'm going to just put it right there. Make sure it's down. I don't know. Like, my technique, probably not correct, but see, look at that, how it's coming through there. Jesus, this has got some rust, but it's okay. Like I said, nobody's getting this journal. It's just for me to experiment with. All right, so it's together, but now I want to put all this together. Now, I had a piece that, this one, I think. So, this is like serged on two sides, and then it's, so this could be a pocket. We could make this a pocket. And I'm just going to wrap it all around here. But I don't like this paper because everything else is kind of light. So I want it to cover, oh, I gotta do something with that too, that nasty cheap washi tape that I had. Okay, so what I think I'll do is just go like this, and now I'm going to do this a little thicker than normal, so my pocket won't be quite as big. Whoa, I just went above the spot that I was supposed to be gluing. And if I would have been thinking, I probably could have sewn it. That would have been probably a smarter thing to do, but again, we're experimenting. I think it'll be fine. Once that Fabri-Tac binds together, I think will be fine. And then I'm just going to wrap it here. And this, I'm going to glue all of that. Well, from here. What I mean is I'm not making this part a pocket. This is going to be a much shorter video than I expected it to be, because I thought this would take me a lot longer, but the proof is going to be in the pudding, so you'll have to come back. And so I probably should have this part that was folded over. That should have probably been my pocket. But oh well. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Oh, I guess it's okay because that was serged on there. But yeah, look, you can see through it. But it worked. I mean, I can't open it yet because it's together. Now, the thing is another reason I'm not giving this to anybody is we're talking about, see, look at that glue is coming off there. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick a piece of cardstock, not the glitter, in between these so it doesn't stick to one another. And hopefully I won't have a bunch of brown cardstock stuck to it. But I think that'll be okay. But before I do that, let's try doing this and see what it looks like in here. And so it's just going to stick right in there. And then this, once this is all dry, this will just come around here. And then I can just put it through here, around the button, like such, a few times. But right now, I'm just going to take it off and put those back in between it. And I think this will work. Now, since, gosh, this took like no time at all. Where's my first one? There it is. That one. And that one. That's still seeping a little bit. Okay. I'm going to set this aside. And let's see. Do I have some paper that we can... Let's experiment with it. These. I have these over here. I was going to use these. I did another project. What was I going to do with these? I think I was going to make some... Oh, you know what? Here. We can just do it this way. Maybe we can just use the cards. Is there more than... Let's see. Okay, so I have one card. I'm pretty sure I had an idea for... Oh, maybe. Maybe I was going to do like mini journals. I don't know. We're just going to find out what we were going to do. So, for example, in here, if I wanted to put these all inside, let's first of all lay them out. That would be cute to make this one into a pocket. But then we can put these all flippy flappy on here. Maybe that one up there. Maybe we just do them all. And we'll just leave it, and then we can maybe make little pockets on it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it to it. Okay, so what I think I might use for this, to hinge this together, is, let's use just some coffee dyed paper. What color was that? Green? Mostly green. Let's see, do I have a... Yeah, here's a piece. I think this will work. And I don't think I'm going to put the full... Like, I'm not going to do it from start top to bottom. I think I just want to take a little piece. This will be plenty big. Rip it apart. And now there's another, yeah, I could take this to the scoreboard, to a scoreboard, and is this two-sided? Oh, it is. Do we want to go to the top or not? Maybe, no, I don't. I'm just going to go like from here to here. So you can kind of see how you can make this happen. And I do have, oh, that didn't work so well. I do have an idea of what I want to do with these little baby journals. Okay, we're just gonna, and remember, this doesn't really matter how you're hinging it together. I'm gonna leave this because I think it's pretty. I'm going to leave it showing. So, but if you don't want to, I mean, then just cover, you know, each of your pages if you so choose. Now, that is a lot. I could do it like that because this is, no, let's see what happens if I'm just going to fold it over, see where it looks better. Will it work though if I do it like that? Yeah, it will. So let's just glue this. Oh, but wait. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I think we're good. Remember, just continue to keep in mind that this is... All right, I need to make sure. I want this to go in here. And I want this one to be down. I don't want them to be just like a booklet, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's moving. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to put this one on. And let's see. It starts up here, opens here. I'll make this one down here. And so this one, I'm going to do the whole thing. So I don't want to go any wider than that. I'm just going to pull that off, and then let's go to right at the bottom. That's about as far as we can go. It wouldn't work if we took it all the way to the bottom of this. All right, now what I think I'm going to do is glue this side first. Am I? Am I going to do that? Yeah, we'll just go right there. This is a little bit hard to fold. So and not that it's just because it's been dyed, and then it doesn't just fold right in half. So, all right, let's see. We're going up here at the top, and then we're gonna go. I'm moving this, moving it until it's even with that. There we go. Then I can just go like that, and then fold it. And then glue it. But when I use so much glue, it wiggles around, so, but I want to make sure it stays. There we go. There we have it. All right, now we need to do this last one. before we hinge it all together, or before we put it all together into the front cover. So, try to move that a little bit. Hey, little girl. Zenny came to say hi. She's getting in her bed. And then we're just going to go right here and right here. And all right here. And I am going a little bit above. See what I'm saying about how it doesn't quite fold exactly straight? It's okay. I'm pretty sure this is the plan I had for these. I don't know. My brain hasn't, this last couple of weeks, my brain hasn't really been, I've had a lot going on. All right, now fold it over, glue this side, and pretty easy. All you're basically doing is like an internal hinge instead of an external hinge. It's not, I mean, it's not something I came up with. This has been done for eons. And it's also, whoa, see what I'm saying about it jiggling? It's also a way for you that you can actually fix the, like you can fix a real book if you want. You do it very similarly. Okay, now we got all these together and they're just hanging out in here. So we need to put the front and back on. And I'm thinking what we could do, it might make it look a little bit more interesting, is to do like we do the external hinges, but just in a couple spots. Do I have enough? Well, let's do this instead. It'll be easier if, I'm thinking, all right, let's do the back first because this is a full page. That will be easier. Zenny's just digging her way to, I don't know, where's she digging to? Maybe to California. Digging her way to California. Go see all my California friends. And I'm just going to fold this in half like this. I know you can't see it, but I needed it closer to me. I need to put a blankie in there with her bed. I had one in there and I washed it. And then somehow I think it went upstairs and she didn't. I haven't put it back in there. All right, we are on there. I was just wondering if perhaps I won't have to hinge it on the front and I can just hinge it on the back. But I feel like that might not actually work. We'll see. And all of these things that I'm working with at the very moment are Anna Griffin papers, cards. I think they were cards kits. You know, truly, we could just do from here to here. And I think we'll be fine. Or we could just go from here to here. So again, we have a little bit of, yeah, we'll do that. So here's what I did when I was off screen. I just folded it like that first. That's all I did. But basically, you're just hinging your journal without ever having to sew a thing. All right, we're just going to go right there. here. And remember, if you're doing this for your own journals, you can just use scrap paper. And then, you know, you can cover all of those things. If you don't like the look of it, just do that. It's no biggie. And there we have it. We have ourselves a mini little journal, and then we can make a pretty journal topper. I should have probably, I might have to cut that down a little bit. But I kind of like how it looks there. I can put some lace on it. And then we just got a little, I need to let this dry and quit messing with it, because I'm going to have, like now, I have glue all over. By the way, if you're using Fabri-Tac and you get glue on there, you can use, I don't know what happened to my little rubber eraser, but you can use a rubber eraser, or you can just use your flangy and get it right off of there. But I'm going to quit messing with it and flapping it like I am right now, and let it completely dry. And then, yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. So now let's come back to this and see how badly I did on this. That feels pretty good. Let's make sure that's, this one's still a little wet, so I'll put it back in there. But now we have our journal, and it's all together. Although I have some little pages that are sticky. Hopefully that's not the way it is all the way through. It's because I got sloppy with my glue. But see, this is just random old pages. There's our first, so I can keep adding to it as much as I want until I get to this page. This is my only solid page I can't take out, right? So you can keep adding more pages to it. That's what that Midori style, or that rubber band, I usually use elastic in there. Let's see, I don't know, I must have just had a bunch of random papers laying around and just put this all together. Like I said, do I know what I was going to do with this at the time? No. There you go. There's the center of your second signature, and then third signature. I'll make sure these aren't all stuck together. Pretty fun. Pretty easy. Pretty no worries. I also have another binding technique I am going to be showing you. Came to me the other day. It's nothing new. It may be something new for junk journalers if I've always been a junk journaler and maybe didn't scrapbook. But I used to have a series, maybe 3 years ago, called Dusted Off Do-Overs, and I'd get out equipment, supplies, whatever, that I hadn't used in forever, and then I would use them. And then if I decided I liked them enough, I kept them, and if I didn't, then I would just pass them on or bring them to one of my live sales. Well, there was something in there that I've never made a video. Look at that. That is super cute in there. And this just goes around here. And I loop it through here to keep it. Ooh, I do need to light this up. I'm just going to sear this edge. And by the way, if you're doing this in your craft room, you'll want to have, water nearby. I have a sink just right in the other room, and I have bottles of water right here. So I can just do that. And let that dangle, and it's finished. So there you have it. Finally, I got a project done that has been on my desk forever. So that is the Down and Dirty on hinging and no-sew journal. And like I said, you've probably done this before on pages. You probably maybe made a journal. I had never done it with all the signatures, and it works. So now we know. All right, friends. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I think I'm going to spend some time maybe putting these together, because I have ideas for these. So until next time, remember to take time to just be, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.